Welcome back, extraterrestrials, to the X-Files franchise breakdown. In this video, we're doing Season 1, Episode 23. Just bear with us. It's going to get good. Just not in this one. This one is called Roland.
Okay, let's get back because this is heavily edited. What's the story about? This is going to be 3 minutes long.
All right, so there's a group of, I guess, astro engineers or
Rocket scientists.
Yeah.
Rocketists?
Rocketists. One has been murdered that we find out later in the episode. There's, I guess, about 4 of them in total. One has already been murdered. And then we see them working on this insanely hard math problem that Sheldon Cooper could have knocked out in his sleep. But they're all working on it individually, doing their own parts to the math equation. And working for them, they have an autistic janitor that is always around when these murders happen. And through the episode, through the investigations, through the plan of this episode, the way it's laid out, you find out that he's doing it pretty quickly. You see like glimpses of him having flashes in his dreams to kill these people. So now the big question is why? And once Mulder and Scully catch up to that, he's the one doing it, they also have to figure out why. And that's where the stereotypical X-Files paranormal comes into play. His brother, it was his brother, right?
Yeah.
His brother is the one that
Possessing him. Oh my God, we're here again, people, from the last episode.
But this time, at least there's a connection.
Yes.
It was his brother that was the scientist that was murdered on the project. So it's a revenge episode, just like the one prior, but it's like they worked out all the kinks.
Yeah. I kind of think what the idea for the show was it started with one idea, and it was, how can we have a brain in a jar be the bad guy?
I don't think you should say that, but all right.
A brain? No, not about the guy. The brother was cryogenically frozen. He was a brain in a jar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Remember?
Uh-uh.
You don't remember the brother?
No, I fell asleep. No, the last thing I remember is him knocking the stars off and getting really upset.
Really? Do you know how it ends?
Yeah, they let him go. They just he has to go somewhere else.
Yeah, that's what I remember too.
He has to leave the house and do something else.
Yeah.
But I don't remember.
I noticed that you were being super detailed at the beginning. Yeah. I'm like, that's only the first 15 minutes of the episode. Oh, that's why he fell asleep. He fell asleep, ladies and gentlemen.
I fell asleep, guys.
Yeah.
I just watched some good stuff and then was like, I don't have time for this shit.
Yeah, so we have a murder.
Uh-huh.
We have scientists trying to make Mach 15. And, I was like, doesn't it go to 5?
Yeah.
What happened to 6 through 14? They were like, nah, fuck that. We're going to 15. We have murder again, but meanwhile, after the murders, he does a bunch of scientist work, the janitor.
Yeah, he Goodwill Huntings.
Yeah, he Goodwill Huntings it basically, where he's super, super genius all of a sudden, and his handwriting changes, and Mulder and Scully are trying to figure this out, and then they kind of figure it out halfway through the episode, but they can't prove it, and then... No, this is where I stopped watching. No, I got... Shit. Oh, yeah, he puts the last scientist... I will say there is a cool part.
They talk about killing that one scientist.
Yeah, because the dead scientist who was the original scientist, who's the controls for the remote control spaceship that they did in the beginning, where his brain was not frozen anymore in the jar. It was a stupid ass episode.
We should really watch these episodes if we're going to talk about them.